When I came to Rotterdam, I realized, okay, there's a huge issue, people have trouble finding places, and I just helped my landlord. And then, through time, things happened, and, I started understanding more about the online world. And at one point, we realized, okay, hey, there's a huge potential with renting out homes online entirely. That's like, that is what is making real estate agents so inefficient right now. And out of that grew Nestpick a bit. And so, now in short, what is Nestpick? We're allowing anyone from anywhere in the world to rent or let their space entirely online. So that is, payments are automated, contracts are automated, etc. And that is in comparison to Airbnb, really for the midterm rental market. So that is 3 months to 4 years. And like that, we're standardizing the market. Up until now, we had a bit more than 3,000 bookings since May this year only. So we really created the new standard in how apparently people in our age want to rent their apartments. Just easy and simple online. And now we were first only in the Netherlands, and right now we're preparing our expansion to a couple of more European countries. Well, basically, first, there wasn't really an idea, but it was just, we realized, okay, there's a pain in the market, and we were, trying and testing continuously, okay, what can solve this? And then I think we realized, okay, there was this one special group of people that were those people that were willing to study abroad, those people that were so open towards the world, so open towards trying out new concepts, that we realized, okay, this group is really the potential to try out something new. Which was really this, okay, you're never having a viewing, you're just seeing professional pictures, and that is how you rent your place. And so that was the first target group that we were aiming our new solution towards, and it worked. Because this group, I think, what's really special about them is they're really open, and they're open towards change. They're embracing this. And after that happened, and after we made the first learnings through that, we were able to improve the solution so much that all of a sudden also, we call them experts, others call them, international starters or whatever, people doing an internship abroad, people starting a job abroad, or people even just, doing, going there for, some other experience. All those people that are not technically a student anymore, but in the end have exactly the same needs. So what we started realizing was, okay, what we're actually talking about is a property class from, let's say, 200 euros to 2,000 euros, and there is more than just students that are looking for this kind of properties. I honestly I was a bit surprised sometimes when I heard some of the people talk about developing properties, because I thought that the focus was a bit more on the student. Right now it seems a bit like people are guessing around, like they might be liking like a bathtub or a sauna there or whatever, and it seemed like they were really good at figuring out, okay, how can we get the highest return on investment with building something that people want. But no one actually is in the end focusing on how do we create a trustworthy, simple, and actually enjoyable experience around renting my place or finding my place as a millennial. So that is for us something where we really think, okay, they don't understand it yet. But it's maybe it's also not something that they need to do, because there are companies like ours or so that are growing and solving those problems for them. But if you listen to companies that talk about having 4,000 rooms or so, and then you look at how can I rent one of those rooms, and it's an online form where you fill in your name and phone number and email address, and then they send you an email, and then you talk to some person somehow, and that's ridiculous. It's just an imbalance between focus, I think. Honestly, what I love most about what we're doing is that we are unlocking supply. So we're unlocking homes that usually would have never been rented. So there's the houseboat in Maastricht, or there's like a tree house or so that we're gonna rent out in Italy or so, so that kind of cool stuff, a bit in line with what the stories that Airbnb is telling. So I honestly really believe in the kind of customizability, people being able to be individual in the kind of things they're looking for. I believe that if I would if I was to build something, or if I had a project now that had a lot of money that I could spend, then I would probably first develop a really enjoyable process around finding your place, because I mean, we're spending like more than half of our income usually on our accommodation, and any millennial that you ask, do you have fun looking for a place? They'll say no, it was horrible, So that's the first thing that I would want to change. And the second step then is to enable them to customize the way in which their place should be looking or so. That is, of course, if I had a lot of money to do that. Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's like we're switching in between, okay, what is our dream of how should it look like, and okay, what's reality? And if we look at reality right now, then right now there are scammers out there that are pretending to rent places that don't even exist. There are people that need to sleep in hostels for months until they find something. There are people that live in places where they don't have a contract. That is the kind of situation that we look at. So honestly, I'm not thinking so much about what kind of dream place can we create? Because honestly, there's just an enormous shortage in so many places. I mean, so the first thing I think that if you would ask any millennial, what would be the thing that you would like to change in the housing market? Then it's just, I would like to be able to find a place easily, and not, ruin my first third of the stay or so, because I have such trouble finding something.